Hi Capricorn, welcome to December. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. So this month we have Neptune going direct at the beginning of the month. We have a new moon in December. December 4th, a new moon in Sagittarius, and this is an eclipse, a total solar eclipse. Then we have Mars moving into Sag on the 13th. Venus goes retrograde in Capricorn on December 19th until the end of January. And then we have a full moon on December 18th in Gemini. And we'll get to that later. Let's see what the cards say for Capricorn about December. What does Capricorn need to know about love and relationships for the month of December? What is coming up for Capricorn this December? What is coming up for Capricorn for the month of December in terms of love and relationships? What is coming up? What does Capricorn need to know? And by the way, if you're having a birthday in December, happy birthday. The early born Capricorns. Okay, King of Cups. Ace of Cups. The Fool. The High Priestess. The Strength card. The King of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. The Five of Swords. The Star, and the Knight of Pentacles, and the card at the bottom of the deck, the Nine of Wands. Okay, so the King of Cups energy, I feel like there's potential for new love. There might even be, there could be a choice between two different people, but let's see. So the King of Cups energy, if you're dealing, the King of Cups is, it could be a water sign. Cups are usually water, so that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or someone, either Sun, Moon, or Rising. But even if it's not the sign, the King of Cups is someone who's very nurturing, very sensitive, has a healing quality about them. They could even be working in one of the healing professions. They keep their feelings secret. They're not very comfortable about expressing themselves. So you may not even know that they're interested because they're very, because they're so sensitive. They want to know, and they have a fear of rejection. So they may not tell you how they feel. Like some of the other signs would be upfront about it. This person is very sensitive, so they may like you from afar, and you don't even know. But I'm seeing the Ace of Cups here. So there is a potential for a new relationship or a new beginning in love. So if you're in a relationship, it could be a new beginning within that relationship. And if you're not in a relationship, then there could definitely be someone new on the horizon, especially with the Fool here, because I feel like you're ready for something new. You're ready to turn the page. Now, the Fool can represent a brand new start in an existing relationship. Like, let's turn the page, let's pretend we just met, let's leave the past, let's start anew. Let's have a whole new cycle of how we relate to each other. And the Ace of Cups can be that too. So don't think because you're in a relationship like you're going to be leaving somebody for somebody new. It doesn't have to be that way. But unless you're unhappy, and if you're thinking about leaving, that could happen. But if you're in a relatively happy relationship, it could be that you just decide, you know what, we need to have a new start between us and how we relate. If you're not in a relationship, this could definitely bring somebody new in. And this is not someone that you've been with in the past. This is a brand new thing. Because the Fool is a new cycle. Where it's a little bit scary because you've never been with this person before. This person brings some fresh energy, new energy, gets you out of your comfort zone. And so you're like, I don't know. It's like all that newness, and that could be exciting and it could be scary at the same time. But it's definitely something brand new. And the Ace of Cups is new beginning in love. Now you have the High Priestess here. So that card comes up when there are secrets or there are things happening behind the scenes. And you have to trust your intuition, because you're not, like, you don't know for sure. There's nothing, it's not like, there's a road sign up ahead that says, I love you. You're not looking at this, billboard. So this person might be very secretive, and they may be, like I said, they might be interested, and you don't know. Like they're afraid to tell you, or they're keeping it to themselves. So you have to dig deeper. You have to trust your intuition. The High Priestess is about taking time out to meditate, to think, to hear that, to tap into that divine message within, to trust your intuition, trust your instincts. So if you feel like someone's interested, or you feel like, I know this person cares about me, I just know it. They don't talk about it, but I just know it. Trust those feelings. Now the Nine of Wands is here, which is interesting, because I feel like the energy I'm getting, I'm already seeing this energy. I feel like there's a relationship for some of you, and this could be just for some of you, that you may have come out of a toxic relationship in the recent past, because you have the Five of Swords here, which is dealing with someone that's not very nice. It's toxic energy, dealing with someone's hostility, people who don't play nice. And this is about someone who could have some severe psychological issues or anger issues, because you have the Strength card here. I feel like you've decided to cut your losses and move on. That you may have decided, I can't deal with this person. They have too many issues that I don't think can be fixed. And you think you've dealt with that situation, and you think you've finished the battle, because the Nine of Wands here is about the final battle. You think you're over with something. You think you've, solved that problem, and it comes back to be dealt with. And sometimes this comes up when someone that you thought you were done with comes back into the picture, wanting to reconnect. So I feel like you have that final battle before you can move on to this new love. There may be a final interchange or interaction with something that you thought you had moved on from. You thought, like, I escaped this toxic relationship, I'm done, I'm moving on, I'm looking for the next stage of my life, the next relationship. And this person comes back, something comes back from the past to be dealt with again, to have that final closure maybe. The other thing that the Nine of Wands can represent as well is if you've been struggling to make something work, or struggling to achieve a goal, and maybe you're interested in connecting with someone and it's just been a struggle, or you haven't been able to get together, and you're thinking, like, maybe I should just give up. I've been trying for so hard, for so long, and maybe it's just not meant to be. Maybe I should just quit. The Nine of Wands is like a burnout kind of energy. But what it's saying is, don't give up. Like, if you have a goal, because you have the Star here, the Star is your goal, your dream. And you can achieve that goal. It's just that it's not happening immediately. So you might have to still work toward that goal, but don't give up, because when you get to the 10, like, you're almost there. It's like you're climbing a mountain. And you think, just when you're about to get to the top, you're like, I'm just exhausted. I can't go anymore. I can't do anymore. I'm going to quit. I'm going to give up. This is saying, don't give up, because you're almost there. You're almost at that goal. If you just give it one more push, one more try. So for some of you, you need just a little bit more effort, and you could achieve this new beginning in love with this person that you've got your eye on, or they may even have their eye on you. I don't know. So I feel like this has two meanings. The one meaning is, you're not done with the old yet. You still have one more battle. The other meaning is, if you're trying to get something going with somebody new and it's been difficult, it's not completely over yet. You still have a chance. Now, coming in the near future, you have this King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Cups can also represent your energy because it's the first card. So it could be that you care about someone and you haven't let them know. Maybe maybe you're the one keeping your feelings to yourself. Maybe you need to reach out and make an effort. So that could be your energy too. But I feel like, and you could be feeling sensitive about, sensitive, intuitive. Maybe you have a fear of revealing your feelings, and, maybe you have a fear of rejection because of something that you were in the past. But this King of Pentacles, this is your person. I feel like this is the new coming in. And I think this King energy, this King of Cups energy, is something going out. Because the King of Cups has a lot of emotion. And he's near and this could be he or she. It's not limited to male or female. You have the Strength card here. The Strength card comes up a lot of times when someone is struggling with their emotional state. They go through extremes of emotion. It's like a love-hate thing. Today they love you, tomorrow they hate you. They're all over the place. They can't control their emotions. Their anger, they don't know how to get with their needs met, and then they rage. And it comes from, I feel like one of these people has a sense of a low self-esteem, and they don't value themselves, and they sabotage relationships because they don't feel like they're worthy of love, or who knows what kind of trauma they went through in their life. But they have some issues, and they could use counseling. So there could be someone in your life that you're very deeply involved with, but they need counseling. Counseling could possibly help. But the only problem is this Five of Swords energy. When that comes up, sometimes it's like you're battling something that can't be fixed. So you have to kind of tell yourself, I have to accept this person and love this person for who they are, because they're not going to change. And you have to ask yourself, can I deal with this person? Nobody's totally evil. You have the good and the bad. So there are parts about this person you might love, and then there are parts of this person that might be difficult. Can I live with this difficult side? And because if you choose this person, you're not going to be able to fix them. So you have to live with them as they are. Even though there may be strong feelings between you. And then if the answer is no, I can't, then you might decide to cut your losses and move on. And when you do, here's this King of Pentacles in your future. And this person, once they realize that you really are cutting your losses and moving on, they could be, you could see the dark side of them. You could see the hostility and the anger come out. Just a fair warning of a possibility. Nothing is set in stone, because life is a continual state of evolution. So things are constantly swirling and changing. So anyway, this king is very different in energy from this other person. The King of Pentacles is someone who is very stable, very down to earth, loves his family, he or she loves family, loves their children. They give everything for the family. They work hard to have security, to provide for their family. They are hard workers. They may not be the most exciting person, but they are the most reliable. So if you need something, this person is there for you. They don't overreact. They're not like, into drama. But, and that could be your energy too as a Capricorn, because the Pentacles can be earth sign. Could be your energy that you're just wanting to settle down with someone and, provide for them, or live in a happy home where everything is stable and secure, and that's what you're looking for. But you may be dealing with someone who's a little bit more emotional than you are. This is someone who's coming up into the future. Security, stability, a new cycle coming in of love. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. But it's in your negative thinking sector. So the Seven of Pentacles is about planting seeds and waiting to see where it's going to go. So you might be meeting someone. I think this may even go into the new year. I don't think this is just for December. I think because the Ace of Cups as a time card is June, July, August. So things may really come together around the summer. I feel like it's going to be a slow progression, because of the Knight of Pentacles, because you're coming out of a toxic situation and you're starting a new cycle with someone, but you may want to take your time because of what you've been through. You don't want to rush into anything. And, because Capricorn is very cautious. You're very practical. And you don't like to take risks, really, except for calculated risks. You're not someone to gamble, your whole house on the throw of a dice, So you're going to take your time and see where it goes. That's where you're at. And you have the Star, which is a wish fulfillment. It's a dream come true. It's in your wish fulfillment sector. You have a goal. You have a dream. You want love this year coming up. And you can have it. It just may take time getting there. So don't give up if things aren't moving. You may feel a little bit discouraged if things are not moving quickly, if they're taking a long time to come to fruition. But this card is here to tell you, don't give up. The struggle is not over yet, and the Star is in the future. The Star usually represents something that's happening in the distance. It's not like overnight success. So it's not like tomorrow someone's calling you, you're dating and you're getting married, whatever. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a slow, careful development. It may start out as a friendship and slowly develop into love. But one thing I think you are going to do is you're going to cut your losses and move on from a relationship that may have been too toxic, or someone who just was not emotionally available to you. And the Knight of Pentacles is about connecting with someone where it's the beginning stages, and you have to do this person is reliable. This person is dependable. They go to work every day. They're very practical. They're very organized. So I think it's a better match for you than what you've had in the past. But I also feel like you may have one last round with an old person, an ex, or a former situation that you thought you were done with. But my money is on the King of Pentacles coming in the future. I feel like you're on the edge of a brand new cycle coming in. So let's see what the astrology has to say. So you have the new moon the solar eclipse in your 12th house. And it's with Mercury. Mercury is about our thoughts, our thinking processes, our communication style. In Sagittarius and in the 12th house, it's about your beliefs. What do you believe is possible? And the 12th house is about clearing out. You're at the end of a cycle, so you're doing a lot of thinking of where you've been and where you want to go. So I feel like this is a new beginning. It could be a psychological breakthrough for you, where you suddenly see what you've been doing all your life, like the pattern that you've been following that you need to let go of. The cycle that needs to end. And so this is more of like a new beginning because you're clearing out the past. It's not like, I think that you may have to wait for the new beginning, the new moon in Capricorn, before you start to see the fruits of your labor. But this is kind of a quiet new moon. It's more of an internal thing, not so much an external thing, because it's the 12th house. Everything in the 12th house is hidden. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm processing this ending. I'm letting go of baggage. I'm finishing out a cycle. And you may want to talk about it with the Mercury. With Mercury there, it would be good to talk to someone, maybe a counselor or a good friend or someone whose opinion you respect, and talk about your feelings and get it out and process it and release it. Now, at the same time that this new moon is happening, and it's a solar eclipse, so a male figure can be eclipsed from your life. There could be an ending and a new beginning simultaneously. Someone leaves and a new person comes in. Like one door closes, another one opens. But I don't think the open door will happen, like I said, because it's happening in the 12th house. I feel like this is the month of closing the door. And then when the new moon in Capricorn comes, which will be in January, that's when the door opens to the new cycle. So Uranus is in your 5th house, and it's got a tight aspect to this moon. It's an inconjunct aspect. It's not an opposition. It's just like the next sign over. So that can have, it's kind of an uncomfortable aspect, but it gets you out of, it's freeing you. Uranus is in your fifth house. It's telling you, you need to be free of this cycle that you've gotten so used to, that is holding you back from having fun in life, from finding love, from finding your creativity, from expressing the true you. Because Uranus is in your fifth house. That's a house of fun, creativity, children, creative self-expression. This relationship or this cycle that you're closing has prevented you from really enjoying life. These patterns that you've been entrenched in, it's time to release them. And Uranus is going to help you do that. It may put you out of your comfort zone, because we get comfortable in our ruts. So you may have to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. And if you can do that, Uranus can bring surprises, a surprise romance from when you least expect it. Or surprise development around children. Or a creative project, like you're doing your boring routine, and all of a sudden this exciting thing, is there for you, this opportunity. Uranus is a freeing aspect. And if you're used to your routine, it could be a little unsettling. Now, the other thing that's happening, Venus is in your house, your first house. It's in your sign. So you're charming this month. You are attracting love. And not only are you attracting love, Venus is conjunct Pluto. It's going to conjunct Pluto in December. And that can bring an intense, passionate relationship, connection with people that have a very powerful, transformative effect on you. You could be the one that's transforming someone else's life. You could be the one in power, because it's in your first house. It's how you're seen in the world. Your first house is your physical appearance. So you're coming across as very powerful, very mysterious, very sensual. And you have to wield that power wisely and not abuse it. But you could be attracting a powerful partner, someone who's really intense. And there might be some power struggles as you adjust to, okay, who has the power in this relationship? Because you want it to be where you're empowering each other, not where you have power over each other. But it could be a really strong, intense connection. You have Mars in your 11th house. That's stirring up your friendship zone. And it's also the groups that you belong to. So if you might be getting out and networking and meeting different people, and through those channels, that could bring you into, like a friendship could turn to love, or you're going to be doing more things with friends in December. Mars is sextile Pluto and Venus. That can bring love out of a group energy. So you could be getting together with friends, or joining a group that's trying to save the world in some way, and you meet someone, really powerful figure, has a powerful effect on you, a transformative effect. Mars you have Jupiter in the second house. Jupiter in the second house brings abundance, but Mars is squaring it. So, I don't know, there might be some power struggles, or you may be so it's telling you not to overdo anything. Don't go over the top. It's almost like, I've been home alone, and I've been isolated for so long, and then all of a sudden when things start to open up, you just go crazy, and you just want to you're everywhere. You're just doing all these things. And you might be overspending. So you want to watch your finances. That there will be abundance coming in, that's for sure. But there'll also be more work involved, because Mars is, energy, where your energy is going. And you may be more concerned about, people that want to change the world, that want to make the world a better place, working in a group energy. But that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. I don't see, anything that Jupiter, even a square to Jupiter, is not usually awful. It's the other bad boys squares that are more troublesome, like Saturn and Mars, and Pluto and Mars, Uranus and Mars. Yeah, but Mars and Jupiter, at the worst is that you overdo something. You sprain your ankle because you overdid it, or you spend too much money, you eat too much. So anyway, let's see, where are we? And then Saturn, this month, your ruling planet, Saturn is squaring Uranus. And Saturn right now is in your second house. And it's squaring Uranus in your fifth house. So there's been tension all year long, where with an authority figure, with your ability to express yourself, to feel like you're doing work that you love. And there's like this feeling of not being valued with Saturn in the second house. Like, I'm working really hard and I'm not seeing the results of my hard work. I'm not feeling that I'm rewarded. I'm not getting the love. I'm not getting the money. So there could be some kind of like break for freedom, a desire to be free of this heavy authority in your life that you feel is restricting you. And it could be your own fears or self-inadequacy. Like, you may feel like, I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy of a better job or a better pay or whatever. So you have to fight that. Uranus is here to free you from any self-limiting beliefs and any self-limiting activity or anything. And this is the final battle, I think, because it's been happening all year. So this might be your ticket to freedom. It could be that this new love or this new creative project that comes up brings with it a sense of self, a sense of empowerment, a sense of self-worth. And you finally step into your power and honor yourself. So then we have the full moon in Gemini. And that's happening in your 6th house. And it's also activating your 12th house. The full moon in the 6th house, and full moon's always, it's not an eclipse or anything, it's just a regular full moon. It's illuminating something about work. 6th house is your day-to-day work environment. About health. Have you been overworking, not taking care of your health? Have you been sacrificing too much? And about what's blocking you. The 12th house it could be hidden enemies. It could be your own self-sabotage, your negative thought, the negative self-talk. It's a psychological house. So it's not a visible thing. It's something that's hidden. But it may come to light at this time, at this full moon. Now, the good thing is, I think this is positive, though. Because you're going to see the truth. Once you see the truth, you can't unsee it. And then you can fix it. So if there's something that you need to see that's been hidden, it will come to the surface and you could go, oh, now I understand. Now I can fix it. If it's me, if it's my behavior that's causing me grief, I can fix it. If it's somebody working against me, now I see who they are. If it's, whatever it is, it works out positively because you're going to be seeing things differently. And it's trine Jupiter in your 2nd house. So it's possible that you could have some changes around work. You're completing a project and it gets you recognition and more money. Jupiter, or more opportunity. Maybe you're finishing something up, and from whatever gets revealed at this time leads to opportunity and financial success. Because Jupiter in the 2nd house, it's in Aquarius. It's going to be moving into Pisces. So this is the last month that it's going to be in Aquarius. So it's like now or never. If you're going to make your money, it's going to be now. Your opportunity to make money is now. So put yourself out there if you're looking for a new job or if you're wanting to increase your income in any way. Opportunity. Jupiter's working as your guardian angel, helping you to achieve that. We still have Venus and Pluto in the 1st house at this full moon. Although Venus has moved on. Venus has made the connection to Pluto, but she's still close enough. She has in a separating aspect now. Mercury's in the 1st house now. Mercury has moved, is in Capricorn at 8 degrees. And Mercury is trining Uranus in your 5th house. So a message could be coming. Mercury is ideas. Mercury is messages, contracts. You could be very creative right now. With Mercury in your 1st house, you could be coming up with, like you're seeing things in a new way. You're being very innovative. Mercury trine Uranus is genius. Genius ideas, genius, thoughts are just, you're being inspired. It's like flashes of insight with Uranus. Suddenly you find a solution. Like, oh, why didn't I think of that before? This is what I need to do. So you're either receiving communication or you're getting knowledge and ideas, inspiration in a flash. Like suddenly you understand, you might be working in technology with Uranus or with astrology. Uranus rules astrology. Anything innovative, anything scientific, technical, whatever, that involves also creativity because it's your 5th house. Mars is also, when it moves into Sag, it's going to conjunct the South Node in Sagittarius And it's going to oppose the North Node in Gemini, which is in your 6th house. So what it's telling you is it's time to break the pattern. It's time to release whatever's been holding you back. It's time to stop being afraid to express your needs and yourself. Don't be behind the sideline. Don't stand in the sidelines stewing. And if something's upsetting you, it's time to communicate. Speak up if you're being overworked, if you're being neglected, if you're being undervalued, whatever it is that has to do with your work and your health. It's affecting your health. Your work and your health are tied in. Like if you overwork, you feel exhausted and, it's affecting your health. If you have too much stress. But it's time to speak up and break that pattern from the past. Because the 12th house is like, you got to end. The South Node is like the past, your past belief systems. You may have forgotten, like you lost your faith in yourself and faith in what you're capable of. When Mars crosses over into Capricorn in a couple of weeks, you're going to get your energy back. So don't worry. This is just a time of rest. It's time for you to rest and really think, okay, what do I need to let go of? What baggage do I need to drop? What beliefs do I need to let go of that are stopping me from achieving success? Work on that. It's more of a time of working on yourself. It's like a psychological time. And so that when Mars moves forward into the 1st house, into Capricorn, that's when you want to hit the ground running. You're going to have your energy back because you will have dropped the bags. It's like dropping 50 pounds and now I can run. I'm free. So that's coming up, but it's through the North Node of Gemini, which is communication, speaking, telling your story, trying different things. Don't be stuck in a rut. If I've always done it this way, try something new. Try a different, you're going to have like brilliant ideas. So give them a shot. Try it. You might be surprised at what kind of abundance will come back from doing that. And so the last thing I want to talk about is this Venus retrograde in your sign. Now, when Venus retrogrades in your sign, it could bring back an old person from the past, and you may have to revisit that relationship, have final closure. It could also have you rethinking your approach to love and relationships and your approach to money. How have I been, going about getting the love I need? How have I been going about getting the money I need? Where do I need to readjust my approach, my belief systems, everything? My pattern, my habit. You could be working really hard, but if you're working in the wrong way, it's not going to get you the results. So you may have to tweak your approach when Venus is retrograding. It's a time to this is going to be like, I think this month for you is going to be more of, let me take a time out and create a new strategy. Let me evaluate where I've been, where am I going, what do I need to change going forward into the future. And so you can be restructuring how you approach love, how you approach money, how you approach your career, because your 6th and 12th houses are going to be activated with the eclipse and the new moon, and the full moon. It's like preparing you for the next cycle coming in when you have the new moon in Capricorn, which will be in January. So this is a year of closing things out, letting go of what you need to let go, dropping baggage, reconfiguring your strategy so that you can hit the ground running when the new year comes. Although Venus is going to be retrograde until the end of January, and it will be in Capricorn. Venus will be in your sign until March. So you have plenty of time. If you don't have a relationship, Venus will bring one because it's going back and forth in your 1st house. But you may change how you approach love during this time. And it could also bring someone from the past that you revisit, or it could bring a new love once it goes direct. It's better to start a new relationship when Venus is moving direct. But if you're going back to an old relationship to try and make it better and fix what was broken, that could work too. You just don't want to start something brand new when Venus is retrograding, especially a business, anything that involves beauty or money. If it's something new, you want Venus moving forward, because you want to have that money-making and love-making energy going in a forward direction. You want the power. When Venus is retrograde, it's like losing power. It's like taking your foot off the gas. You're not going as fast. You want to be with the foot on the gas when you start something. You want to build that energy into something. So take your time this month. Don't rush into anything. But you'll be doing a lot of thinking, and you can do a lot of fixing, changing your thoughts about certain things, being open to inspiration and good ideas that you can develop while all this retrograde energy is happening, so that when everything goes direct, you can just go implement it. So you have plenty of time to work things out, and new beginnings are coming that are going to bring you love and bring you money. I'm not worried about you. If you need help dealing with some of these psychological issues, counseling might help, or at least talking it over with a good friend whose opinion you respect. So there's a brand new cycle coming in for you. I'm not worried about you. I think you're going to be great in December. Capricorns always achieve whatever they set out to do because you're so hardworking and you're so determined. So hold out for the best. Don't settle for less. And stop wasting your energy on anything toxic. Let that go. Let go. This is a month of dropping baggage and focusing on what's good in your life and what can bring you even more abundance and love. So I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope this is a help to you. If it affected you in a positive way, click on the like button, leave a comment, click on the subscribe button if you want to hear more videos, because I might be switching things up next year, bringing you different types of things. I've been also doing a lot of thinking. But anyway, so have a wonderful December. If you're celebrating the holidays, happy holidays. If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. And I wish you love and abundance and light. So be safe, be happy, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.